Ciao Gigi, come stai?
Ciao Darko, tutto bene? Tu?
Tutto bene here.
Which language should I use with you? I don't know.
Whatever you want, whatever you want.
No, better English, better English.
Let's talk in English, no? Like
yes,
international. You speak English, I speak English. How are you, Gigi?
All right. Here I'm back in Sardinia and nothing, waiting for news, waiting for better moments, like everybody.
And at your home, inside the house, like me, in Barcelona, yeah?
Yes. Well, I mean, I came here also because I have apartment inside of my family's hotel, so I have space to move. And I have the sea in front of me, so I'm very lucky. And
lucky you.
Yes. Whoever has a garden nowadays is a king. So if I have the sea in front of me, I'm even more.
Semi-god. I have also the sea in front, but I can see it from the roof. But, I cannot touch it, But it's okay. You're healthy. You're okay.
Yes, most important. Yes. Our family is good, so we're okay, really.
That's most important. We live these crazy times, my friend.
Yes.
This is.
No, and we were talking also between me and you, like from everywhere you see it, it's incredible. Okay, health is of course most important thing, but then from sports side, basketball stop. You're for sure you had so many projects that stopped. My family with the hotel business, can you imagine? It's going to be very tough. What to do?
Yeah.
Way to survive.
All the industries is big crisis. This is big crisis,
We need to be ready to react. Whenever going to be, we need to be ready.
You know that I like this because in Greek, crisis means opportunity. I hope that this crisis is an opportunity for whole humankind. Not only, talking about industry, and I think I'm talking about human relations, because I think what we put in the first place is money and profit, and we forgot nature, and we forget our brothers, our
No, for sure. A lot of people had the time to reflect on this, and hopefully also on the highest floors of the society, not only us.
Yeah, I mean, you and me, we have like kind of speaker, so many people listen to us, So it's also I feel like responsible always when I'm talking with somebody. I like to mention that, because I don't believe in casuality. I believe that everything happened for the reason. And I think, look on your personal level, you was playing how many games per week till 1 month ago?
Yes.
2, sometimes 3 games per. That's not really healthy, I mean, it's okay, but it's really exhausting. And for me, it was the same. I was traveling all around the world, like shooting, preparing. I was outside of my house. I was kidding with my wife. Oh, I didn't take a shower in my home for I don't know how long, And now it's like everything was bum.
No, this is how it is, really. And also this, I'm enjoying what you say. Like now, I'm enjoying what? I miss basketball, but I'm enjoying to standing up from the bed without pain from practice of the game before. Now I wake up, I feel good. I work on my body that I never had so much time free to work on my body. So that's what you say. It's an opportunity. I will try to be better physically when we will start a game, and everybody should take this opportunity in their own circumstances.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about that, because you're a professional sportsman. I like sport, and now lots of people are in the house doing some types of workouts, some types of exercise. What is your? Can you explain a little bit? What is your routine now these days? Not like
in working out terms. Like I started at the beginning with looking for. Because I was locked down in my apartment, and the only thing I had was elastic bands. So I looked for on YouTube, and there are a lot of people showing workouts, what to do at home, and they are really tiring. I was really tired and sweat. I never gave credit for this workout, but they're really effective. But I was doing without a program, and I like to have a program, a schedule, a purpose to follow. So I got in touch with our strength and conditional coach, and I asked him a program to follow, to have some goal. And here I came back in my hometown. I could arrange that somebody brought me some dumbbells at least and some more object to use to train. So now I'm following this program, and I work out every morning, basically 2 hours, 2 hours and a half, and also maybe later at night I could do some cardio with the cyclette. So this is my program, and I take 1 day off a week because it's always good to have 1 day off.
Yeah, of course, of course. I don't know if you heard that here in Spain we're gonna have from tomorrow. We are recording this. Today is the 1st of May, so we can say this is not going live. So from tomorrow, the 2nd of May in Spain, they're gonna let people go out to do exercise for 1 hour. So this, I think, is gonna be a historical moment, you know.
And everybody these days came out, all the runners, all the people want to work out from before nobody. Now everybody wants to escape from the apartment, you know. So
that's gonna be, I think, historical moment, you know, because, and I was talking with my neighbor the other day because he's a coach. I was thinking about one thing: how many injuries it's gonna happen, you know?
Yes, also because body is not ready now. And people are going to be so happy and excited to go out and run. They're going to be so sore for sure the first day. I'm sure about it.
The other day I saw the news on TV about home injuries, you know, and there's
I didn't see this.
And there's also videos on YouTube of the people doing like injuries in the house. One guy doing with the elastics and broke the door. And
I saw this. Oh my God, it was so painful.
And the girl with the dumbbells broking the light, you know. It's like, I mean, things happen. Me, I have my routine with my kid and my wife. We discovered I never dance, you know. That's my secret desire, you know. I can tell you as a friend, you know, I always wanted to dance, you know, but I always was shy, you know. So now we discovered Zumba for kids.
Hey, you know what? I can try. This is a good opportunity to start. Me too. I cannot dance. I need some wine maybe to start to dance.
Same here, you know. But it's amazing because I training for years like Tai Chi and Qigong, but this is like dance, but slow motion, you know, that I can do, you know, it's like going, but this one, and it's amazing, man. In the beginning, we had like 1 song, 2, and now we have like a playlist of 10 songs, 10 different choreographies. And then I know that you like rock and roll because, you know, when my wife before told me like Zumba, you know, and immediately I think about electro music and this, you know, disco dance. And then we found rock and roll Zumba.
Wow. So you will bring also this characteristic to Helsinki in next series. Maybe Helsinki gonna dance. Huh?
For the moment, we were shooting, you know, we was filming till we were dancing, you know. But who knows, man? I'm afraid to propose because for shooting, they're gonna like that.
Oh, Zumba is good. It's interesting also.
I mean, you have to find a routine because otherwise, you know, you are with your family. You don't have kids, no?
No, I don't have kids.
So, I mean, people with the kids at home, you know.
Huge respect.
You have to do something. Otherwise, there's a tablet, but you don't want your kid to spend
you
all
cannot
day
give them
on
a tablet. No, of course. I saw on Instagram Nando De Colo. He has 2 daughters, and he's so creative. He's doing basically every day something new. He's doing incredible, and he's sharing on Instagram. It's very good. You can take some advice from him.
I can check. I will check. Yeah, I saw here they showed like from ACB, they show the sports people like doing like exercise with the kids, and I saw Toke Shengelia, you know, doing push-ups with 2 kids on the back, you know. When I'm doing push-ups, my son jump on me. I'm like, boom. Anyway, I'm not professional sportsman. So yeah, basically we have, let's say, good time at home, you know. You need somehow this kind of rest.
To make the best out of it. Crazy situation, but try to see the silver lining, you know, in the cloud. What to do. And
how long you didn't spend time at your parents' house? For how long?
I never been in the same place. I think so many days in a row. Especially when I'm here, I'm usually every summer 20 days more or less. A lot of friends to see, to people to meet, dinners. So I'm never at the hotel. Like they hate me because, hey, you're here, but you're never with us. We never eat together. And so now, yes, we can spend some time together, and this is good. This is good because really, never in my life, nobody of us never stays so much time in one single place. So good thing is this, that I can enjoy the quiet, biorhythm is slowed down, and I can enjoy my parents more. They can enjoy me more. So let's take the good, the positive.
Yeah, this as well is crazy, because people like you, that you travel a lot, you never stay in one place, and now you get stopped, and
but I feel good, usually in summertime I like also, one weekend I go to Rome, my friends there, let's go, we make a concert, let's go in Barcelona for 2 days. I like to do this, to stay active, because 20 days is nothing of free time, so I want to fully enjoy them. But now that I'm here, I'm not moving, I feel good, I'm relaxed, I really don't miss anything. Also because there is nothing to do now. I mean, what to do? So let's stay home and let's wait for
definitely. And tell me one thing: when you start, like when you move from your house, from your parents' house, like when you start your professional career,
I moved when I was 15. It was summer 2003, and I moved to Siena.
Wow! So like since 17 years, you're on the road, no? Like
yes,
more or less.
I've been more on the road than in Sardinia, because 15 years I stayed in Sardinia and 17 I'm on the road now, so long time.
Yeah, something similar happened to me. I leave my parents' house when I had 13. I go study in the other city, high school, and then with 18 I left Serbia. I went to Romania to study, and since then, like that's from 95. That I left,
I know your story is very, very interesting. And when did you move in Barcelona?
I arrived in Barcelona in 2004, like 16 years ago.
Wow.
16 years ago, yeah. I feel home here. This is the city where I stay the most. In my city, I was living till 13, 14 years. Okay. And this is the city where I live most. But again, I'm shooting in Madrid, so okay. Now, the long time like this, I didn't stay in Barcelona. I can say maybe 4 years, something like this, to stay like this in Barcelona, And when you move to Siena, you said, and then after, when you left Italy?
I left Italy in 2013, so after 10 years, from Rome to Detroit and Boston, those 2 years in NBA, and then 5 years in Turkey now. So it's 7 years that I left Italy to play
internationally, and that's
7 years. It's a lot. It's a lot of years. Yes, it's a lot of years, and that's I also a lot of time they ask me about how do you see Italian basketball, but it's tough to watch. From one thing is when you leave the Italian basketball, you see everything what happened. From outside, it's tough to judge also, because there are teams now that are very important for Italian league that I never played with them, because when I was here 7 years ago, they were not in the first league. So. And then in basketball, 3-4 years can change really everything.
Everything can change. I was just
generation.
Here. I guess in Italy is the same. In the sports channel, they are putting the old games. Like is the same EuroLeague. Is the same putting in Datome the finals and this. And here I was watching teams. They are not, they are not in the first division since many years, and you see there was like, so that's everything is changing in sport is like that,
Fast, yes, so fast.
But what is more interesting is that kind of culture shock that you have leaving your own country. When you are in your country, you think, okay, it's good, you move. I mean, Italy, it's big, like the same like Spain, and it's not the same Sardinia or Rome or Milano. But when you move from Italy to US, it's definitely culture shock. What was your feeling in US like?
Okay, I must say that all the situation that I lived, especially in the States, we live in a bubble. NBA players, we live in our realities, and you don't have a big opportunity to enjoy the culture a lot or to understand the culture a lot. But of course, America to me looked very professional, especially NBA organization. It's incredible. But also everywhere you were going, everybody was taking care of working hard, be precise is at work, more than, for example, where we're used to in Italy. Sometimes we are a little bit chaotic. Something that I didn't like is that a lot of relationship was very superficial, was very, because maybe you meet just because of work, and it's tough to get into the person, into the to get really a confidence relationship. This is something that I felt weird, because coming from Italy, that we are Mediterranean people, we are very warm, we like to...
Same here.
Yes, you know what I mean. Balkans, even more. So this is something that I like. But of course, there are a lot of opportunities in the States. I know that if you go there and you work hard, you have possibility to grow up professionally. So there's something good. And then another crazy jump to Turkey, which is another world.
That as well. But anyway, in States, you was in two tough cities, Detroit,
Yes. And yes, it's true. It's true.
For Detroit me, and then Boston.
Was very tough, the climate change, because I've never been in a place so cold. So I like to enjoy the city where I go, but to enjoy the city when outside is minus 20 degrees is not easy, So, this was a shock. This was a shock. But of course, opportunity was incredible. And also experience was amazing.
And as well, I mean, I met you many times here with EuroLeague, like you playing in Barcelona or in Madrid. It's just like you're like a band on the tour. You don't have really time, and even for you have a healthy life. Sports life is not like a rock star. You cannot go like Marilyn Manson. Let's just say, So, and in US is the same, but then you go with the plane, so it's much bigger. And
the thing in the States, for example, that I liked is that for me, that I was new to everything, is that every on the road game, you were going from the day before, and then you were free to visit your people, to stay by yourself. In EuroLeague, our tradition, our culture is that we stay always with the team. We stay with the hotel. There is meeting, there is practice, there is team dinner. Over there, you arrive, you are free, and then see you tomorrow morning for breakfast, and then the game day you are together. But that was opportunity to me to see a little bit the city. When I went to San Francisco, to Los Angeles, to New York, I could enjoy the city a little bit just for a dinner or visiting some friends. In here, for example, in Barcelona, every time I come, I have friends, and it's tough to see each other. Most of the time I tell them, come to the hotel so we have a tea after dinner and we can talk. But to enjoy the city is not possible, because this is our tradition.
Yeah, I remember last time when we met, you was here. There was not the game, you was for the other thing.
That's why I enjoyed the city. Yes.
So we have a dinner, and there was, Actually, like many people, they're gonna watch this video. They know me. That was my first interview with you. In the cool EuroLeague show. That was my.
Me too. I saw Casa del Papel. I watched it after we met. And then I watched it and said, I know this guy.
Yeah. That was in the beginning, Casa de Papel. I end Casa de Papel, and I get this offer to work for EuroLeague. And for me, as a basketball lover, was like, okay, there was different type of thing what I was supposed to do. But I said, of course, man, I got to see the games. I got to meet these players. And for me, it was fantastic. And look, the life. Now Casa de Papel is such a huge phenomenon. I got really surprised, because now in US, many of people from US are watching Casa de Papel, and even the players from NBA as well. I get the messages on Instagram, So it's like I don't feel as a superstar, But then all this.
You are now. You have to take advantage.
Yeah. And how is, and then you in US, so you was like how many years? 3 years there?
2 years. 2 years.
2 years.
2 years.
And from there you fly to Turkey, to Istanbul. So that's completely
different. But I like this, because we have this opportunity to play basketball, which is great. And at this level, to play basketball, not only in different places in Italy, but in different countries. And I like to travel. I don't travel a lot because I don't have much time. But one thing is to go on vacation to Istanbul, for example, and for sure you fall in love. But to live in the city and playing, so to live abroad, it's an experience. So you get into the culture, and you really, I feel my person have matured and have grown also because of the different input that come all over. And then, of course, you choose that one that you like and that one that you don't like. So to live in Istanbul so many years, and okay, in these years I had the experience. Also, we live in the bubble, but I had the experience to understand better the culture, and really I loved it, and I'm so happy to be there.
But yeah, I know that in Istanbul and in Turkey, you're a superstar. I mean, players from Fenerbahce, I know, because
yes.
coach.
No, we have our community has millions of fans, like 25 millions of fans. And of course, in this year, we've been good enough to bring Fenerbahce to a level in Europe that never been before for the club. So they were very happy about us and very proud of us. And that's why me, my teammates, coach, of course, everybody knows us. There is no one place where I go in a bar or in a restaurant where they don't know me, really. Never happened.
Oh, for me, that's very interesting, because I remember when I was in Belgrade at Final Four, you played there with Madrid. There was so many Turkish fans, so many Fenerbahce fans, and they all knew Casa de Papel, you know.
It's huge in Turkey also. It's huge.
Yeah. No, Turkey is one of our biggest fan base in Europe. It's Italy, France, and Turkey. They are huge. But then again, devotion of Turkish fans is something special, you know, because
special.
You can be famous in Italy, but then in Turkey it's there more. And me, I never been in Istanbul. I just been to airport, and there was like people like look at me and they all recognize me. Our friends from EuroLeague, they remember that, you know. But I didn't know that when I arrived to Belgrade. There was a so strange situation because nobody knows me in Serbia. And all the Turkish fans, they knew me. So it's different story now in Serbia. The show is also famous, and now they start to discover me in Serbia, you know. But
you got famous before abroad and after in your hometown.
Yeah. That's really. I was talking with one guy. He made a podcast with me, and he was talking with Serbian actor that he's really famous in Serbia, and he moved to Los Angeles, and nobody knows him there. So he have to start somehow from the beginning, you know. For me, it's different, you know. I start from the beginning here, and now they know. It's like, and it's really funny. I consider this really funny.
That life has different path for everybody, you know. There is not a already established line to follow. That's beautiful of life and careers and everything.
Definitely. I know that you like rock and roll.
Who doesn't like rock and roll life?
I tell you the story. My parents, they didn't want me to study acting because that's not job.
My coach knew, so you were hanging out with this girl with name and surname. I say, how you know it?
Rock and roll life, you're like 40 and it's already like, okay.
No, this is my way, this is my story. I want to invest in time and my life in this.
You have a plant a tree, you have a write a book, and you have to have a kid.
No, I think it's enough. I mean, I did my...
That was just experiment.